Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Archana Pandey. I hope you're all doing great. And today I have come up with a new topic, which is being one of the most basic topic you can say, which is being studied in the field of microbiology. That is the isolation of pure culture. So first of all, we'll just see what is pure culture. We'll have the different. I have made segregations. Like we'll see what is pure culture and who was the person behind the identifying that technique and what benefits we got after this technique came into the existence and what are the different methods we can use it of. So let's go on. Start with this saying like microorganisms, they are present everywhere in the environment. Like right now where I'm sitting, I have many organisms around me, or I can say the organisms, they are present on my skin, which is can be called as a normal flora. So they are present everywhere. So simple logic applies that the natural environment, they are having the ample amount of microorganisms which are growing together. As we can say, having the mixed population means having different types of species growing together. Now one of the problem which is being faced by us, people like us, or we can call it as the people who are belonging to the field of microbiology, or we can call it them as a microbiologist. That is, if we want to study any single organism, okay, so in that case we need a pure culture. So what is a pure culture? Its simple definition can be given as like it is the population which is arising from a single cell. Okay, it means a single cell from which the whole species is coming out, they can be called as a pure culture. So in that case, we need to isolate from a mixture a single culture. So that basically what I'm discussing. Now, who was the person behind it? The German bacteriologist, Robert Koch. He was the person who worked behind it and developed this technique, that is the pure culture technique. And after this discovery, within 20 years, within a span of 20 years, most of the bacteria which were harmful or pathogenic to the humans, which caused the disease, were able to be identified just because after the development of this pure culture technique. Now, basically, the three different techniques what we ideally follow in the lab. Suppose if we want to go for what we can say the isolation. So the first one is the strict plate, second will be spread plate, and third one will be the pour plate technique. So we'll just see one by one the basics of it, and I have already made a video, individual video on all of these topics along with the practical aspects. So I'll leave the description box also in the links in the description box so that you can check it out like how practically they can be performed. If you can see in the image, right, the first one that is showing off is the spread plate technique. I would like to thank or give a courtesy to the images I have taken from. They are from the Microbiology by Prescott, which is one of the reference, or you can say the standard reference books of microbiology. And if any of the students need it, you can let me know in the comment section box. I have the soft copy of PDF format with me, so that if you want to read or refer any of the topics related to the field of microbiology, you can definitely refer them. So as you can see here in the image, it shows off the spread plate technique. Okay, so the first step which is showing, that is the how the preparation of spread plate is done. Like basically we'll be needing the nutrient agar plate. We need a what we can say a pipette, sterile pipette, a spreader, and a alcohol or some compound through which we can easily sterilize the spreader. Then you have to, after what we can say, as you can see here in the image also, you can simply put your sample, that is 0.1 ml of the sample is being added to your plate, and with the help of the sterile spreader you can simply spread that sample which is being kept on the plate. Now after incubation you will be able to see the group like colonies which you can see presently in the slide image. It is there, the yellow dots and the white dots, which are in the term in the field of microbiology, they are called as the colonies. Now, one of the most important thing, these spread plate technique, ideally we also use it for what we can say the quantitative analysis. Now, what is quantitative? Quantitative is means to quantify or to count. Like suppose if I give you any sample, like giving you a milk sample or a water sample or any eatable product, and I was just want to know like what quantity of microorganisms are present in that. So in that case, you can use this technique. But this technique has one range, like if we have the colonies from 30 till 300, okay, 30 to 300 only, then we will consider this results. And using CFU per ml, that is colony forming per units formula, we can calculate. Now the next technique we will see, that is this is the streak plate technique. I'll also share the link. So basically here, with the help of a sterile nichrome wire loop, we streak it, okay, from first sector till the last fifth sector. And you can also see the image which is being shown, like how it is being performed. And the practical aspect, I'll share the link in description box. You can very well check it out, like how practically we will be doing it. Then what third technique we use it is the pour plate technique, where we need to make a serial dilutions. Now this image will make it very clear, because most of students, they have confusion in making the dilutions. If you prepare the dilutions wrong, you will get the results wrong, or you may interpret it wrong. So first of all, you should have your original sample from which you want to quantify, and then you have to make your serial dilution. As you can see here in the diagram, it is given it very clearly, like what amount of water and what amount of sample you have to add. Then you have to keep on going till what number of dilutions you want, and then simply from that you have to just pour, okay, pour that amount, that is 1 ml, or some may take 0.1 ml onto your nutrient agar plate. You can also see here in the image, like 10 to the power minus 3 is having more colonies compared to 10 to the minus 4. That is because 10 to the power minus 3 is having higher number of organisms, and after 10 times of dilution, the number of colonies has been reduced. Then we have different type of organisms, as I discussed earlier only, like there are mixed cultures growing. Mixed culture growing means they will be having different morphologies. Like I can give you an example, like in a classroom we have different students, some having mentality different, some have their knowledge difference, right? So likewise we have the colonies, they have their different or their own characteristics. As you can see here, there are different criteria given, like your form. They can be either circular, filamentous, irregular, spindle, or they can have the elevation. Like suppose this is your Petri plate, this is the straight Petri plate. Now what kind of look you can see? Like suppose if it is like this, then you can say it is a convex. If it is literally flat, then it will be a flat colony, right? So like this you can just interpret what kind of bacterial colony morphology is, whether the margins, like you can say the edges, whether they are entire or they are rough or they are spindle shape, anything. So this is it, okay. So this is it for the today's topic, that is the isolation of pure culture. And this is one of the very basic topic, I know, but the students who are just entered this field, they might get an help like how it is being done. So I hope you like the video, and if you have any query, feel free to ask me in the comment section box. I'll be really happy to answer your all questions. And thank you to the all my subscribers or my students who are really supporting me and motivating me every day to come up with the new topic, and I just work out like which topic is going to help you out. And if you have any query, or if you have any topic like you want, like I should come up to you, so you also can suggest me that topic in the comment section box. So I'll be happy to make a lecture video on that for you. And thank you so much for listening me. Thank you so once again. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe it. If you like it, press the like button and share among the student friends. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.